Imagine transforming a modest window washing gig into a booming enterprise worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, all without stepping foot in a fancy university classroom. That's the inspiring journey of Kyle Ray, a self-made entrepreneur whose story proves that knowledge really can be power. But here's where it gets intriguing. Kyle didn't rely on formal education. Instead, he unlocked his success through an unconventional reading habit that keeps him motivated and engaged. And this is the part most people overlook. It's not just about picking up books. It's about a clever trick that turns page-turning into a rewarding adventure. Let's dive into his tale and uncover how you might apply it to your own path to growth. Kyle Ray wasn't exactly a star pupil back in his school days. School wasn't my strong suit, and I was often told my future might top out at managing a diner, he shared with Business Insider. That criticism has fueled me ever since, like a fire that won't die down. It pushes me to show everyone I was wrong. This drive, born from doubt and determination, led him to channel his energy into something far more impactful. Starting as a bartender and server to make ends meet, Kyle gradually built Geek Window Cleaning into a thriving operation serving countless customers in Houston and Austin. He didn't have a business degree to guide him, so he turned to books as his secret weapon. Since college wasn't in the cards for me, I dove deep into reading, Kyle explained. It took nearly 7 years of juggling shifts and side hustles before his window cleaning venture generated enough revenue to let him quit his restaurant jobs and focus full-time. These days, Kyle commits to devouring at least one book every month, and he's got a brilliant strategy to stay on track. My personal hack involves using a crisp $100 bill as my bookmark, he revealed. Once I finish the book, I treat myself by spending it on something fun and unrelated to work. To illustrate, he might splurge on a night out with his wife or save up a few bills for a special meal. This simple incentive keeps the pages turning and the knowledge flowing, proving that sometimes the best motivation is a little financial fun. Kyle, now leading a dedicated team, attributes much of his company's triumph to the wisdom gleaned from business and leadership reads. His go-to recommendations include Drive by Daniel Pink, which explores what truly motivates people in a world beyond traditional rewards, perfect for beginners wondering how to inspire their team without just throwing money at them. Then there's Dare to Lead by Brené Brown, a deep dive into vulnerability and courageous leadership that helps even newcomers understand why opening up can build stronger connections. And don't miss Beyond the Hammer by Brian Gottlieb, which offers practical tools for scaling businesses in unexpected ways, like turning everyday challenges into growth opportunities. He's eagerly anticipating Phil Gilbert's Irresistible Change, set for release later in 2025, a book that promises to reveal strategies for driving transformation in teams and organizations. Kyle views his company not merely as a window cleaning service, but as a hub for personal development. We're essentially a training ground that empowers individuals, he said. To advance in the company, team members must complete specific reads, fostering a culture of continuous learning. My ultimate aim is to ensure everyone who joins us thrives, not just survives. For Kyle, self-education is the cornerstone of achievement. Any entrepreneur should make reading a daily ritual. It's the fuel that keeps the engine running strong. But here's where it gets controversial. Is mandating book reading as a path to promotion a fair way to build a workforce? Or does it come across as elitist, potentially alienating those who struggle with reading? Some might argue it's an innovative culture builder, empowering employees with knowledge they can use forever. Others could see it as gatekeeping, favoring bookworms over hands-on hustlers. What do you think? Does this approach inspire you, or does it raise red flags? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear if you've tried similar tactics in your own ventures, or if this sparks a debate on the role of reading in business success.